Hey folks, we're getting into some prime fall fishing time, and if you have a kayak and want to experience something a little bit different, perhaps you'd like to compete in a bass fishing contest, or maybe you just want information about the fun of kayak fishing. We have it all right now when we go out in the open. Out in the Open is brought to you by Lighthouse Harbor Marina on Lake Wallenpaupack, Archery Addictions in Walnutport, and Car Arms, your personal carry choice. There's a kayak bass fishing tournament on Lake Wallenpaupack, and now is the time to enter. That's right, an iAngler tournament happening on Saturday, October 20th on beautiful Lake Wallenpaupack. Sponsored by Lighthouse Harbor Marina, Hobie Kayaks, Torpedo Electric Motors, and Real Yak Fishing. All proceeds to charity, 100% of the entries paid back to the winning anglers. Get details, register now. Go to realyakfishing.com or ianglertournament.com or lighthouseharbor.com. October 20th, kayak bass fishing on Lake Wallenpaupack. Fish it!
For sport, social activities, and serious competition, Archery Addictions is on target. If you're experienced or just learning, Archery Addictions is the destination for you. Proudly the largest complex in the U.S., plus open 7 days a week, all right in your backyard. Improve your aim on one of the comprehensive indoor, outdoor, 3D, or virtual ranges. Relax by the fire, visit the pro shop, and don't miss Archery Addictions events. Learn or get serious with lessons from the pros and get addicted at Archery Addictions in Walnutport.
To translate a vision into reality is true innovation. At Car Arms, we not only manufacture some of the most advanced firearms on the market, we build assurance and reliability through a solid history of quality. We pride ourselves on offering concealable, performance-driven firearm systems that exceed expectations time and time again. Car Arms, American ingenuity at its finest.
Hey folks, welcome to this edition of Out in the Open. I'm Alex Zedok.
And I'm Joanne Zedok. And we are coming. We are coming from Lighthouse Harbor right here.
On beautiful Lake Wallenpaupack.
Oh my gosh, it's a gorgeous day.
Isn't it great?
Fall is wonderful.
It's a wonderful time to fish, you know. And
it is.
And if you really want to experience some fantastic fishing, there's nothing like the kayaks. You like kayaks, don't you?
I do. I like them very much.
You like the one that Hobie makes with the guy, like this guy in the back here, that actually paddles, doesn't he?
Yes,
he works.
Yes.
All right. You like that. Joanne likes that because she can paddle. And I like it too because, you know, if we get a tandem one, I can sit in the back and I can say, okay, Joanne, paddle. And she paddles like it's just a fish, you know.
So I get to do all the work is what he's saying.
That was fun when we were out.
I like that very much.
Kayaking.
I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the great place about kayaks is that you can get into places that you can't get with a big boat.
Exactly.
And it's quiet, and that's what it's all about, right?
And especially this time of the year, it's a great time to be out there for two reasons. You get to go fishing and you get the quiet, and it's all yours.
And you got to make sure to wear a life jacket.
I know, but the life jackets are so much nicer than they used to be.
That's true.
You know, you want to wear them all season because they're really cute.
Yeah, they're easy to wear. Yeah,
I know.
And they're safe, you know, safe kind of a thing. And if you are a kayaker and you're out there fishing or just, you know, taking pictures or whatever, please don't forget, be safe. And particularly, you know, we're getting into colder weather now, and this water is going to get a little bit chilly. So you want to be safe out there.
That's for sure. I saw the steam coming off the other day, and they were saying it was foggy, and I said, no, the heat's just going up. I know.
Hey, we got a great thing coming here on Lake Wallenpaupack. We're going to have a bass fishing tournament and kayaks, which is going to be a little bit different. You know, I didn't realize, but this whole kayak fraternity, I mean, people are going to come here from all over. This is going to be a big event.
I know. It's going to be wonderful, though. It's going to be fun watching them out there.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going fishing with them. I'm going to go the day before.
And they have a whole different way of weigh-in and all that kind of stuff because they don't really weigh in, but we're going to talk about all that, so you'll know how to do it.
Oh, okay, good idea.
If you want to bass fish, you know, in this tournament, you could do it too, you know.
I know, I could.
You just have to get one of those sticks. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Don't go away. We got a great kayak show coming up, so stay till we'll be right back. Hey folks, welcome back to Out in the Open. My guest is Ryan Madalowicz, and he is he's an excavator and owns an excavating company out in Lake Winona area. Ryan, you also are the founder of Reel Yak Fishing. That's R-E-E-L, like fishing reel.
Yes, sir.
And yak like kayak, right?
Yep, sir.
And the fishing part's easy.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, so you started this thing. You've been a kayak fisherman for how long?
To be honest, I actually just got into the kayak fishing about a couple years ago.
Wow.
Grew up my whole life fishing though, in the ponds and lakes up in the Wyoming County area.
Why do you like kayak fishing? What's the difference?
Stealthiness, you know. It's nice to get out into the water. You don't have to worry about hauling in a big boat and trailer and motor. You can throw it in the back of a pickup truck. You're able to just kind of launch onto the water and get out there quickly into the action, and there's very little upkeep, there's no winterization, and it's just a cheap, easy way to get into the fishing and actually get away from the bank fishing and get out into the water.
Kayaks have come a long way.
Yes, they have.
I mean, you know, you see them, they're very, very stable now. I see people standing up in kayaks. And
Absolutely.
Actually, I think that's dangerous, but really it's not so bad, is it? It's pretty stable.
Well, I think it really depends on the boat, Alex.
Okay.
With the Hobies and the Pro Angler 14s, they have a wide stance to them, and they're very stable. They're 600-pound capacity boats, so you're really able to get up there and stand and move around and not have to worry too much about falling off of them.
Some of them have like a kiddie bar or something you can hold on to, right?
Yeah,
I don't know what they call that thing, but it's a...
They have I guess I just call it a stand-up bar, but they
bar,
pull
right.
up and it helps you with just a little stability, kind of getting up out of the seat and then getting back down in, you know. Personally, I don't use one. I find they get in the way a little bit, but I know some people do like them.
Yeah, they do that. I mean, I've seen kayaks even with kind of outriggers on them too. They've all kind of have sailboat kayaks, they have fishing kayaks, they have pleasure boat kayaks, they got dual two people kayaks.
Sure.
They got all kinds of things.
Yeah,
now.
they have. I mean, they have trolling motors that they put on these things now. They have like the Hobies are pedal powered. So
Joanne loves that.
Seen,
I mean, she says I don't have to paddle. I can just use my feet. You know, and the great thing is it's not like a bicycle pedal. It's It's a different pedaling effect, and it's actually great exercise for people who want to.
It's good, and it's not a huge crazy workout. You know, I mean, you get out there and it's a consistent pedal. It's not how hard you go, as fast as you go. You just get a nice steady movement, and you move right along.
Exactly. Even with my bad knee, I was able to pedal. You know, and it's great. You know, great to be able to do that. You know, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Well, we enjoyed being out on the kayaks. So you decided after this kayak fishing for a while that you wanted to bring kayak fishing here in northeastern Pennsylvania, because we really don't have a group or an organization as such that, you know, that fishes here. But you say there are tournaments all over the country?
That's just it. I mean, I'm wearing a Cat's hat, which is Kayak Angler Tournament Series, and they're up in the Midwest. And I fished a couple events this year, and I wasn't able to really get out and find anything locally. So I was all the way out in Kentucky Lake in Kentucky, Lake St. Clair up in Michigan. And the great fisheries, great time, enjoyed it, but I just kind of wanted to be able to bring those people and bring other stuff back to our area and fish our lakes, because we have great fisheries. I mean, we're right here in the Paul Pack. It's a great fishery, you know. I just really want to bring some of that action back home.
So you decided, you came here to Lighthouse Harbor and said, hey guys, let's get together and let's do this tournament kind of thing. And they kind of bit your line there. And
sure. Well, Jeremy's great. I mean, he helped me with the purchase of my Hobie kayaks. That's really where I got into it, and they really treated me well up here. And I kind of just pitched the idea to them, hey, why don't we try and get a kayak tournament going here? You guys are right on the lake, and you sell the Hobie kayaks. We can kind of get in on this and make it a good event, and they were all about it, and they've been great help in forming this whole thing and making it happen.
Kayak tournaments are a little bit different, right? Now, when you fish in a kayak tournament, of course you come to a place and you sign up, and the tournament here, we're going to have a sign up on the 19th. The tournament's on the 20th of October. 19th up at the dock, we're going to do the sign-up thing and all of that. And people can get information online, right?
Absolutely. It's all available on our website. And the big thing is we're going to do the event on the 19th. It's just to kind of go over all the rules and regulations with people who may not be used to the kayak and how the fishing works. It's a little different than bass fishing, where they go by weigh-in and total weight. This goes by total inches. So we actually have certified boards that they take photos of the fish, and it's catch, photo, release. Obviously on the kayaks there's not much room for a live well. So we catch the fish, you take a photo of it, and then you're able to
put it on this board. Now this is an official board, you know, official kind of a stick.
A hog trow is what it's called.
And it's got lines on it and measurements and whatever.
Absolutely.
And you take your phone and you put the fish down, take a picture, dump the fish back.
Which is part of the fun, and it can be a challenge, because I'll tell you, I fished an event, the one event I was fishing, matter of fact, I caught a fish, and it was a good one too, and I was all excited there trying to get the picture of it, and getting the phone to work and doing it, and the fish jumped right out of the boat, and no picture, no fish, you know. So it can be exciting.
Now this is a bass fishing tournament, smallmouth, largemouth bass here on Lake Wallenpaupack,
black
whatever.
bass, so
black bass,
anything,
okay.
no stripers. So largemouth, smallmouth. I mean, smallmouth, I'm assuming are going to be the big
here
ones
on
here.
the lake, sure. So people come here and they fish the tournament. Now, is this a national kind of a thing? I mean, you know, do people go around and fish these tournaments to qualify for a bigger tournament?
Sure. Well, so the events I fished in Kentucky, and they're called Hobie qualifier events, which that is the winner of that event gets an expense trip paid to go internationally and compete in what I guess you would call the fishing Olympics for kayak fishing, where they are all different countries and they're fishing them, where these guys are basically competing to win the title of the world champion, you know. So these events pull people from Florida to all the way out in California, people from Maine. We're all at that event I was at in Kentucky, and that's what we're hoping to do with this event as well. By next year, we're hoping to make this a world qualifying event.
Do you have to be a member of an organization to fish in this event?
No,
so
you
do
don't
not
have
to be.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Or the world qualifying ones, you don't need to be. You just show up,
yep,
sign
you
up
just
with
got to
your
show
kayak.
up, pay your entry fee, bring a kayak. Doesn't have to be a Hobie kayak. It can be any kayak. And you show up, you fish, you win, you take home the trophy. You know, you're getting that trip paid. This event is the $80 entry fee is all going back to the anglers, right? So if you win this event, you're getting that prize money given back to you. Not to mention, we have a lot of great sponsors. Lighthouse Harbor Marina, obviously here. Hobie sponsoring us. Torpedo Motors, who makes trolling motors, are a sponsor of ours. So we're going to have a bunch of raffles to give away as well. So after the weigh-in and we go through the ceremonies and we give away the prize money to the winning anglers, that doesn't mean just because you didn't win doesn't mean you're not going to walk home with a good prize. I mean, we're going to have a kayak even that we're raffling off at this event. So that's a $2,000 value. I mean, you may end up walking away with a big prize just by showing up. You know,
a lot of fun, and food too. On
and
top
food,
of it,
yeah, absolutely.
We're going to have all of that stuff.
Yeah,
so you know, this is kind of a big event, and you know, you can go online now. You can go on to your website, Real Yak Fishing.
Real Yak Fishing, like fishing real.
R-E-E-L, Real Yak Fishing. We can go on to the Lighthouse Harbor website.
Sure.
And it's iTournament, right? It's a little
iAngler Tournament.
iAnglertournament.com, and the information's on there. And you can even catch some other information there from some other tournaments that are going on, and you can see what's going on there. But kayak fishing is an up-and-coming thing, and
it is, and
it's getting very popular.
Yeah, I'd love to see it take off around our area.
Well, it will. You know, with your help and with the help of Lighthouse Harbor and some of these other sponsors and Hobie, you know, who pushes this kind of a thing, is, you know, it's a great thing. But we're looking forward to it. So they can go online to any of these websites, get the information. You don't have to be an experienced, big-time angler. Come out and have some fun, you know. There's an entry fee, and, you know, and you could chance to win some money. You got a chance to win just as much as anybody else. You're out there fishing. You just got to be a fisherman, right?
It's never a bad day fishing, you know.
No, that's true. Absolutely. Hey, you own this excavating company out there in the Lake Winola area.
Yeah.
Get information about that. What is it? It's Winola EES?
Yeah, Winola EES, or just WinolaExcavating.com. And we do a lot of work in the Wyoming County, Lackawanna, Luzerne County areas.
Yeah, okay. So they can get in touch with you if they live in that area or in this area, if they want to call you up, and or if they want to get in touch with you and talk about kayak fishing.
I'd love to hear from them, Alex.
All right, we're gonna make this thing work. We're gonna have a big show. We're gonna have a big turnout, and it's gonna be good.
Sounds good.
Next year, it'll even be bigger.
Yep.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, well, welcome back to Out in the Open. With me is Jeremy Jones, and he's a manager here at Lighthouse Harbor Marina. Jeremy, a lot of things going on here at Lighthouse all at one time. Now we have this kayak fishing tournament coming up, but we sell Bennington pontoon boats here. The largest pontoon boat sales in the country are Bennington.
We do. That's the #1 selling brand, Alex. You are right in that, and at least in the pontoon sector. Which is really, pontoon boats have really become the fastest growing segment in boating. You know, it's fantastic to put the whole family on. You still get some of the performance out of it. You can tube, ski, but really relax with you know, 10, 12, 14 people on the boat, which makes it
safe,
nice.
flat platform, you know, it makes
amazing.
it easy with a fence around it.
That's right. The stability there, the safety factor,
Yeah.
just the overall enjoyment of a pontoon boat's fantastic. That's
And we've
right.
got Monterey in case people want to.
Yeah, so if you want
traditional boat.
That's right. If you want a traditional open bow rider, we have the Monterey line, which is a phenomenal built boat. We're their oldest dealer in the country. A lot of folks don't realize that. So yes, we have the Monterey boat line as well for the fiberglass bow rider.
And right here at Lighthouse Harbor Marina, of course, we're in the fall season, so we're putting boats in storage.
Right.
So if somebody has a boat out there they want to store, they can give you a call or something like that. You got
Absolutely.
you know,
we have the largest capacity from a storage capacity. We also have the largest service department here on the lake. We are open year-round, 7 days a week. That's a fantastic thing for a lot of folks when they are storing their boat. If they have any little incidentals that need to be repaired during the off-season, that's the time to really do it. So you're not taking away from your family time on the water.
Got any leftovers?
We do have a few
Good
leftovers.
prices?
We do have a few leftovers. So we have our blowout going for the 2018 season. Tremendous savings there. At the same time, we have 2019s that are freshly arriving. Literally, as we're speaking here, we're getting boats into the showroom for 2019 season. Those have huge discounts for early season purchases. And in some cases, we'll even defer payments until we can get the boat into the water. So you can secure the boat that you want now, enjoy that huge savings, and then worry about the payments picking up in spring when you're able to actually use the boat.
And if somebody actually wants to build a boat, they can do that too, right? I mean,
you're right, Alex. We do a lot of that, actually. That's something we pride ourselves on, is more of a consultative approach. You know, with Bennington, there's so many different variations and options to not just the layouts, but the colors and all the accessories that can go into these boats. We really encourage folks to come in, sit down and talk to us, take that private consultative build approach, get the boat that you want, the dream boat that you've always wanted, but save on the things that you don't need. So yes, custom build a boat is a huge part of our business from about now, here in September, all the way through until February.
And they can pick up their boats already, comes here, delivers when they want in the spring, and
that's right.
And it's ready to go, right?
The boat is ready to go.
Want.
We will have it in the water for you come springtime. We'll teach you everything you need to know about that new boat, have it completely rigged and set up for you to your liking, and off you go in the 2019 season. Happy boating.
A couple of years ago, we took on the Hobie line of kayaks.
Yes.
I mean, that's top of the line kayak. I mean, unusual kind of design.
It is the premier kayak. The accessory options are endless. The customizing that you can do to these kayaks is really something that is second to none within the industry. Hobie really dominates the market for many reasons. One, the quality, and second, just the overall accessory options that are there for the kayaker. Whether it be sailing kayaks, it be tandem kayaks, it be a rowing kayak, a pedal drive kayak, and definitely the fishing kayaks, which seems to be probably the most popular here for us at Lake Wallenpaupack. And
if people want the kayak, but they don't really want the ability to pedal or row, we can put electric motor on it.
We sure can. You know, there's a couple of different options out there with Minn Kota, Torqeedo. We really lean towards the Torqeedo option. We like the lithium battery cell that goes with it. It functions really well. It's just an overall good quality motor that we've had no issues with. So you are correct. You can get a little wireless remote control that you can use, and off you go fishing.
So what do you think about this? You've decided to jump in on this fishing tournament now.
That's exciting.
This is going to be kind of a, we're going to do it this year, and then maybe next year it could be a Hobie qualifier.
That's the ultimate goal for us here at Lighthouse as a Hobie dealer. With Real Yak Fishing and our partnership that we have there with Ryan, you know, he's doing a fantastic job. He's actually been to many of these tournaments, so he's even showing us some of the ropes as to what he's seen that's been a success around the country at tournaments that he's been a part of. Bringing it here to Lake Wallenpaupack, and quite frankly being the first kayak fishing tournament that's ever been here on the lake, is something that's exciting and we're really proud to be a part of. So thanks to Real Yak Fishing and the opportunity. We're behind them 100%, and we're excited to see what happens here this first year. But you are correct, Alex. If it's a success this year, next year the prize money is going to go up through the roof. The sponsorships with some of the vendors will be tremendous, and it can potentially be a Hobie qualifier event, and that's our goal.
And that's going to be great. That'll be another event here on Lake Wallenpaupack for fishermen. You know,
very exciting.
A lot of people have kayaks. I mean, kayaks are very, very popular. So in our viewing area, I know Joanne and I have, come across a lot of people who say, oh, I took my kayak out fishing, and I went here and I went there. So, there's no reason why this shouldn't be a very successful event. And they can 100%. Go on lighthouseharbor.com.
That's correct.
And get the information, not only the information about the kayak fishing, but also information about Lighthouse Harbor and all the boats we have here.
And the kayaks that we have here, the boats that we have here, the services that we have, but definitely also the fishing tournament information is right there on our homepage at lighthouseharbor.com.
And when you talk about Lighthouse Harbor, certainly you've got to talk about the ship store, because we've got the biggest ship store here on the lake.
That's correct. That is the largest retail boating store here on the lake, and in Northeast PA for that matter. We pride ourselves in having a huge array of options and accessories there for any type of sports, whether it be wakeboarding, skiing, tubing, slalom skiing. And including the parts and just general accessories.
Yeah, you know,
cleaning.
for the guy who likes to fix and tinker around his own boat,
All the parts
he
are
can
there.
just come here and get all the parts.
That's
and you
right.
go in and you got all the parts down there, and you got
That's right.
knowledgeable people down there who know what people want and what they need.
Right,
you know?
we live the lifestyle. You know, that's one
Absolutely.
thing we pride ourselves. Our team is living the lifestyle. We are boaters. We are avid boaters, for that matter. And so, yes, we know the ins and outs of our parts and accessories, and we're here year round. Once again, the ship store is open year round.
So if we want to get in on this kayak fishing thing, we're going to have on the 19th, we're going to have a sort of an introduction and go over the rules, regulations. People can get those boards that they need to measure. you
Yeah,
know.
correct.
I mean, all that's going to happen then.
We're calling it an anglers meeting that on the 19th. We plan on having food and some beverages and making it a good time. Everybody can kind of get together and talk about their favorite spots, their fishing tactics, so on and so forth. We want good camaraderie there. But overall, that anglers meeting is there just to go over the rules, the regulations, what our expectations are, and try to make it the most fun event we can.
And then on the 20th, at sunup, they can get out on the lake, and there's 3 different
Yes.
launch sites. 3 different spots you can launch from, or
We're shooting for 4 launch
Okay,
sites all
4,
total, so
okay.
we're spread out across the lake. We didn't want everybody kind of having a mass ascension from one spot. We wanted to be able to cover the whole lake, so if somebody's got a favorite spot, or if they're new to the lake, they can kind of scout out the lake the night before, the day before, see where they want to go from, and the whole lake is able to be covered from 4 different launch locations.
I think it's a great idea and good for Lighthouse Harbor and good for kayak fishing. And if you want the information, you go to lighthouseharbor.com. You can go to Real Yak Fishing. That's REEL Yak, Y-A-K, fishing.com. And what's it called? It's ianglertournament.com. You can go there, get all the information, and come on out and fish. Bring your kayak, have fun. We're going to see you there because we're going to be here probably doing a show.
That's right.
Don't go away, we'll be. We're right back. Hey, folks, welcome back to Out in the Open. What do you think, Joanne?
I had a
Interesting,
really
isn't it?
good time.
Did you?
All the information was very, very informative and very interesting, and so it's almost like I was participating already.
See that?
Yes.
And you may.
And you know what? I found out this guy back here doesn't pedal all the time. Remember when we were in the kayak and you made me do that part?
Yep.
He's waiting for one of us to get there and help him.
You
I
think so?
I think so.
That's a great idea, though, pedaling
I
a
know.
kayak. I mean, the thing is, you would think that the fins go this way, but
They don't.
They don't. They flap out and in. Yeah, they're like just like this kind of thing. And like a dolphin. In fact, that's where the guy who invented it got the idea from a dolphin. That's the way the dolphins with their front fins or something swim.
Oh,
And they
is
just go
that where he
like this.
got it?
Yeah, exactly. I think from a dolphin.
I
that's
didn't
where he
know
got it
that.
from.
How about
Interesting.
that?
Yeah, and it's, if you have to look at it, you come here to Lighthouse Harbor and you look at it and this guy's working, you can actually look underneath and see how it works. And and Jeremy was right. You don't have to pedal hard. This is not a hard thing.
Right.
It's just kind of very leisurely. And boy, you skimmed. Remember we were out there?
I
We
know.
skimmed right through the water.
Well, I just did a couple of times, and we were out at the end of the dock, and I thought, how did we get out here?
I know,
But
I know.
just very, very. And the neat thing is, you can put it in reverse too.
Yeah,
Go back
absolutely,
to the-
absolutely.
I
It's a great way to fish if you're into kayak fishing, want to fish the tournament. Go to Lighthouse Harbor, get the information. We've got all the information for you, so you can fish the tournament and have a lot of fun, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to be here. We're going to be somewhere.
We're going to go ahead and be out in the open.
Absolutely.